What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Brain Slush TV. This is your boy Aries here with another video. And in this video, I wanted to quickly talk about some holiday memories, things from our childhood, Christmas, movies, gifts, video games, everything that kind of, came to my mind, while I'm sitting here at work. And I'm thinking, you know what? I haven't really done anything for the Halloween or the Thanksgiving season, so I got to redeem myself. I just got to. One of the first memories, the most important memory as a kid when it came to the holiday season was winter break, right? You just knew that school was going to be one of the coolest, funnest, weeks of your life when it came to that last week before winter break, man. Especially in elementary school, when it came to high school or a middle school, it just really didn't feel the same. But when you were in elementary, that whole week was just revolved around chilling. No homework, no schoolwork, none of that shit. And if there was, it was very, very minimal, man. You got to make Christmas trees, Santa hats, you got to do little plates with faces on it, build a snowman, little things like that, man, that when you're a kid, you wish that you could appreciate it a whole lot more. As an adult, you look at it and you're kind of like, damn, man, I wish I would have known the moment that I had right there, and I would have just sat there and enjoyed it a whole lot more. Because when you're kids, school's gonna end soon and you're gonna have 3 weeks off. So you're like, dude, let me finish this stupid ass little craft, go home, I want to go watch some TV, play some video games or whatever, go play with my toys and shit like that. But dude, like that last week of school, watching a bunch of Disney films, because even the teachers were probably feeling nostalgic themselves, you know what I mean? Like they were shit, man, like our age, when they were teachers. So, for them, nostalgic was like the 70s and the 80s and shit like that, you know what I mean? So, being around the kids and kind of being like, you know what, I'm gonna put on some old school movies. They'll put on Fox and the Hound, they'll put on like those Mickey Mouse specials, they'll put on Toy Story and stuff like that. So, we really got to enjoy the holidays, when we were kids, man. And shit, like it really brings like almost a tear to your eye to know that you'll never get those moments back, and you just hope that if you have kids or nieces, nephews, grandkids or whatever, that they're getting the same treatment that we got for the last week of school during the holiday season, man. But once it came to that winter break, we were freed. We were like, let's get the hell out of here and go enjoy ourselves, sleep in, watch some of our favorite shows, movies, stay up all night playing video games if you were permitted. I would kind of, had to sneak in, a few hours in myself, pretend like I was sleeping and shit, pull out the Game Boy Color and just throw down on some Pokemon or something like that. But yeah, man, beautiful, beautiful memories. I really miss, the feeling of knowing that school's over, Christmas is around the corner, and we're about to open some damn gifts. Speaking of gifts, there are a few that come to my mind, and I did talk about some in a previous video that I did last year. I'll put the card up on top so y'all can check it out if you haven't. But yeah, man, it's like the PlayStation 2 for me. I think I was probably like 13 years old, and I think that was like the only thing that I ever wanted, right? I was like, oh, I want a PlayStation 2 so bad. That was like my next big console, because I had the N64, but then when it came to the PS2, I was like, dude, I really, really want that. So I really hoped for it. I put it on the Christmas list and all that shit like that, because my mom liked to do that kind of stuff. She liked for us to do, circle what we want, put it on a wish list or whatever, and she'll kind of go based on that. So when Christmas came around, I didn't think I was gonna get it until she came out with this big box. And when you see this box, you kind of know, if it's the last gift to be pulled out from a closet, it's a big deal. So subconsciously, I knew that it was a PS2, but it wasn't confirmed yet. Until I opened it, I was like, yes, a PS2, you know what I mean? With some great games to come along with it. And I was just super hyped, bro. And I think that's why the PS2 is probably one of my most favorite consoles of all time, just because of the memories that came along with it. And that beautiful, beautiful Christmas morning of unwrapping it, along with some Family Guy season 1 and 2, man. I fucking love that show as well. So, of course, the PS2 had DVD compatibility. I hooked that bitch up in my room. Boom, watch some Family Guy, boy. Oh man, what a beautiful, beautiful Christmas, man. Shout out to my mom. May she rest in peace. That was probably one of my most memorable Christmas gifts of all time. Another memorable gift I remember getting from my mom during Christmas was a 50-cent CD, Get Rich or Die Trying, the Lloyd Banks, Hunger for More, Young Buck, what is it, Straight Outta Cashville, and the G Unit Bake for Mercy albums. I was so fucking hyped because I was like a huge G Unit fan at this time. I'm still a huge G Unit fan, you know what I mean? Like, it's too bad that they're not together, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But I was just like a huge fan of them back in the day. I had like a blue G Unit shirt, you know, it was authentic. My dad scooped it up for me one year, and I was just like, man, I thought I was hyped. You know what I mean? But I remember unwrapping those, and you know, along with it, I actually got, you know, a couple of games. I don't remember what games they were, but you know, I got a couple of games, and I got the Piece à la Resistance that went with the CDs, and it was a fucking stereo. All right, it was like the stereos where you can like detach the speakers and you can kind of place them on different areas. They were pretty long too, so even if you wanted to, you can hook them up on your wall. I tried doing that, but it didn't look very good, and it made too much noise because the walls were kind of thin. So you know, I kind of kept it on my nightstand there, and that's where I would listen to my CDs, man. And you know, even to this day, when I listen to like Lloyd Banks' Hunger for More, it just takes me back to Christmas morning, and it's so damn good. Like his wordplay, the beats, it's such a sick album, bro. I know a lot of people love Get Rich or Die Trying. I do too, but when it comes to the G Unit albums, I think Lloyd Banks' Hunger for More is probably one that's my most favorite. It sounds crazy, but it's true, man. And every time I hear those albums, it just takes me back to Christmas morning in 2006. When it comes to holiday movies, you really can't beat some of the classics. Let me do a quick top 5. It's going to be quick. I'm not going to wait too much time on it. So number 5 for me is Eight Crazy Nights. I know some people might or might not like Adam Sandler movies, and this one in particular, but you can't just help but realize that the animation looks good and the music is original, and even though it's stupid sometimes, it's very catchy. And you know, the story has a lot of heart and charm into it, even though it's a lot of Adam Sandler-ness, if you want to call it that. You know, some people kind of don't like the stupid shit that he says or like the slapstick comedy of it all, but I don't know, man. Like, that movie in particular takes me back to Hollywood Video, renting it during winter break, and just, you know, having a good time with the family watching it. It's not a family film in particular, I'll tell you that right now, but you know, we watched it when we were teenagers, and my mom was a huge fan of Adam Sandler, so that's definitely on my number 5. Number 4 is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad. Fucking hilarious, such a classic film. I absolutely love that one to this day, man. And number 3, it's not a holiday movie, but I have to add it on the list, and that is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, for nostalgic reasons, and plus, you know, it's magical. Christmas is all about magic, and that movie just like screams magic, candy, chocolate, sweetness. The music is amazing. Gene Wilder is a fucking goat. I just love that damn movie. And number 2, did I say number 3? Yeah. Number 2 is Home Alone 2. I know some people will be like, why not the first one? Home Alone 2 it's just a whole lot better for me personally. You know what I mean? Like, it's not confined into just one house. You know what I mean? Like, it takes place in a whole damn city. He gets to be in a limousine, go to a toy store. He meets up with the fucking wet, sticky bandits, whatever you want to call them. You know, some more shenanigans ensue. Tim Curry is hilarious. I don't know, man. Like, the movie is just so much better than the first, in my opinion. So I had to absolutely put it at number 2. And number 1 is the most typical movie that you can ever think of, and that is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Okay, not the old 60s version. No, I know some people be like, why not? It's the freaking Jim Carrey version. Jim Carrey is just one of my favorite comedians slash actors, and that movie in particular just fucking sets the tone right for me. That's like the first movie when it comes to Christmas season that I have to watch, just because like the dude is hilarious. Like the set, the way everything is, like it's so, that movie just screams Christmas, yo. Like, I just love that it's not visual, it's not like CGI or anything. Like, these are legit sets that they built up with Christmas, all the makeup and shit like that. Like, it's so convincing that this place actually exists. So those are my top 5 movies that I always watch during this holiday season. I know some people might be like, why not this one, why not that one? I know, man, those are all honorable mentions. All right, so but you can let me know in the comments what are some of y'all like you know, movies that you watch during this holiday season. So that was my quick holidays video. I didn't want to spend too much time on it just because I had some of these memories in my brain and I wanted to quickly talk about it with y'all. And, you know, most importantly, I really want to know what y'all's favorite memories of the holidays are. You know, let me know down at the bottom. We can chop it up. What are some of your favorite holiday movies? What are your favorite games that you got? Gifts, music, movies, shows, anything, man. All these cool holiday specials, these amazing freaking Christmas commercials that are just so nostalgic, like the kid eating the Campbell soup and he's melting, you know, as a snowman and stuff like that. Like, those are so damn classic, man. So there's so many great things to talk about, and if I was to sit here and speak about each and every one of them, this would be an hour-long video. But, you know, the cool thing about it is we can always chop it up down at the comments, so just let me know what y'all think. So muchas gracias, Sam, for coming through, kicking it with your boy. I very much appreciate everybody always coming through and showing love throughout these last few years while I've been on YouTube, man. It's been such an amazing journey, and I couldn't have done it without you know, folks like you, man. I like, from the bottom of my heart, I am grateful. I am blessed to have people like you in my life, man. And, you know, to be able to, you know, to share the love and passion that we have for video games, movies, and stuff like that. So muchas gracias. I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas with the family. Y'all have a good one. And, you know, stay safe out there, man. Don't drink and drive. All right. I will catch y'all in the next one. All right. Deuce.